Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Hattrick with me, SAPPHIRE and FC Pigneto. So I'm excited to actually start recording today because I got pretty much almost completely only good news, and that makes me really happy. We've needed this after a season in the dumps where we really were one step away from getting demoted, basically being thrown through the door back to the place where we belong. This time we are doing really good, and I'm going to explain why. So, as far as matches go, we had 2 matches in the season already. We had a match against MVV Cabrio, and we had a match in the Cup against Venere Calcio. We have managed to both win the Cup match and the League match, to my big surprise, but I have a theory about why that happened. So what I did here is that I focused on the match with MVV Cabrio, but as we were playing on their stadium and we were playing, fairly early in the series, this is actually the first match, round 1, I decided that I'm just going to throw in my hat and play it cool. On the other hand, I put my A-team on it, and I was hoping that what might happen is that they will either put their B team against us, or they are going to underestimate us and focus on the Cup match, or all of it together, meaning that they would just not play their A game. Turns out I was completely correct, so even though we played it cool, we kind of overwhelmed them as far as stats go. Even though we played on their stadium, we still managed to win 2-0, which was amazing. I was watching the match live, and I was really super excited to see that we were winning. I watched till the second goal, which happened in the 84th minute, because they had some chances here around 17th minute, so I was really scared that it's going to be a draw, but in the end we managed to win it. And what happened is that during the match in the Cup, we actually managed to win, I guess, based on the same thing, being basically underestimated. And we managed to win even with our B team. A bit lucky in this one. You can see that they had most of the positions, but the chance distribution fairly favored us. And again, we had slightly higher stats. So in the end, we managed to win. Now, my hope for this week is that it's going to happen again. We are going to play now against Braga Football Club. This one is going to be fine because we're playing on our stadium, and even though our B team is going to be playing this match, we have a huge advantage in power rating as well, so this one is pretty much given to us. Wow, really? Our fans think that we are outclassed, and they are saying that it's going to be a piece of cake. That the power rating is showing me 814 towards 557. That is super weird. Oh god, they're playing in the third division. What the hell? I just noticed that. I was looking at the power rating and I was like, it's going to be fine. But Jesus, if they're playing so high, let's just hope they're gonna throw the rookies at us, because now I don't know what to believe. This looks way more realistic than this does. Oh, okay, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna see in the next few days. Actually, tomorrow, because it's past midnight today. So actually today, I'm gonna see how this match plays out. But even if we get demoted from the Cup, or if we get kicked from the Cup, I'm fine. It doesn't really matter to me. Our primary goal now is the season. And in that one, we started very well. So next week we are playing against Syrup Nibik, and we're going to be playing on our stadium. So I'm hoping that we might be able to win this one. They're claiming it's going to be a close affair, so are we. I think I'm going to play normal in this one. We had a really nice boost to our team spirit. We are currently at content, and after this next Cup match, we are going to be satisfied. So if you look at our current stat, We have 6.25 with Play It Cool. With normal, we have 7.25, and which match of the season we would have 7.75. So if we play the normal against Syrup, we should have roughly 7.5, something like that, which is going to be really good. Oh, actually, this is the B team even. So if we schedule, I can schedule the match now. It doesn't really matter. Let's do that so that we have an idea. Let's line up MVP Cabrio, and yeah, we have 9. So with normal, we will have 10.5, and with that, we're gonna have something like 10.75. So really, you can see that we are in a much better place than we were before. So let's save it like this, and see if we can win it. It would be nice. We second win in a row, which would keep us in the upper part of the table. As we scored 2 goals and got none, it put us on second place automatically. But again, there's going to be a lot of shifting. But again, if we could, set ourselves on 5th or 4th place, I would be really happy, because we would be higher than we ended last time. This is a really rough gig when, you have 2 immediate demotions and 2 barrages. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to make this happen. As far as finances go, we are currently sitting on 330,000 K. We're gonna get 2/3 of this match. I think that one is gonna be played on our stadium as well, right? Yeah, okay, so we're gonna get 2/3 of the attendance of this cup match and all of the attendance against Syrup Nibik. So we're gonna be sitting at something like, I don't know, since 700K, I expect, after the end of this week. But we actually invested quite a lot of money in expanding our stadium. So in the end, I decided that we're going to increase terraces from 15,000 to 20,000 places, and the basic seating from 6,000 to 8,000. We're going to keep seats on the roof and VIP boxes as they are for this season, because they are super expensive. So I don't want to, play too much with it. Potential match takings are going to get to something like 300K. And maintenance is going to be somewhere around 20,000, so that's going to be fine. It's going to be finished in 9 days, so not for this match, but for the next one we're going to be playing on the stadium, it should. Now, if we keep high up in the season or in the division, I think we might be able to fill the stadium all the time, but we're going to see. We, changed a lot of our team members. I just wanted to show you, we got a new trainee. I'm not sure if I showed that guy in the last episode. Where is he? Oh yeah, here, Kazimir Wabush. That's the new guy. He's 20 years and 72 days old. He has defending of 10. And he has passing of 9 and scoring of 8. So a pretty good guy. He's really not good at this point, but we're gonna make sure that his playmaking is going to go as high as possible. We can get him within a few years to playmaking 15, at which point he is going to be amazing, because he's boosting both defense, both playmaking, so in the midfield, and passing and scoring is going to give us quite a lot of boost for forward. Now I wanted to put him on some positions in the A team to check how he's doing, but at this point he is not doing all that well, because he needs a bit more playmaking. He's actually useless in midfield at this point. And did we actually buy anyone else? Let me see. Transfer history, I'm getting a bit confused. Diego Arnau. That's the second guy that we got, which is 21 years, and this is actually a winger. We are not going to put him on the midfield at all. He's going to be playing as a wing in our A team, and he is not able to give us anything at this point, because he has really weak loyalty and not good enough experience. But as he's going to stay in the team for a bit longer and his form improves, he is going to be very beneficial. So this is the new guy that I also think I didn't show. He should be able to get to playmaking 15, even training as a winger, so at 50% intensity within a couple of months in game years, which should be pretty cool. I'll need at least one more guy as this to keep on the other wing, but we're gonna see how we're gonna end up in the season, because we bought him for about 2 million, I think. Yeah, 2.2 million, which is a bit high, but it's still way under his market price. So I'm happy. And I think that we'll be able to sell him if we need later on down the line for even some minor profit if it comes down to it. As far as trading goes, nothing new. We just had some changes in defending, passing, and playmaking down because these guys are very old, and some changes in form and stamina. Nothing really happening. As far as fans go, they are very happy right now. They're dancing in the streets with level 10. They can still get to sending love bombs too, but I've never seen that happen recently. So we'll see. Getting quite a lot of new members. We got 19 in just these 2 weeks, so it's pretty good. We're at 1,690 members. So hopefully we can get to something like 1,800 to the end of the season. It would be pretty good, but again, we'll see. As I mentioned, fans are important because they influence the attendance at your matches. So it's not actually like one fan means one or one guest, or one fan coming to your match, but it's, I think, exponential. So the more people in your fan club you have, exponentially more people will come to your matches. It is also influenced by the state of the series, how far you are into it, what's your position there, and what the fans of the other teams are. But again, it's really good to have more, and there is a big difference, and you can see that so far we have been able to keep the uptick really for quite some time. There were some minor hiccups down the line. I don't even can see it. I know that we had some weeks when we lost some fans, but nowhere here you can see anything like that. So the worst week was the week 9 of the previous season, where we gained only 4 fans, but we have been constantly growing, which is good. Anyway, I think that's all for me. I think that's all from me. Again, I said I'm tired, so I apologize if I said some weird things during this episode, but I'm hoping not. I'm looking forward to the matches this week. I'll be back next Sunday or Monday to show you the results of our strategy, and hopefully we can keep this up for a bit longer, because every victory is good for us. I mean, that's actually a good question. How many matches did we win last time? Can we see that? Series history. See that. Season 83. That's the one. So we had 4 victories, 3 draws, and 7 losses. So imagine we already have 1 victory, and if we actually achieve another one this week, it's going to be 2. So we are halfway there, basically. So whatever happens, we need more than 4 victories, and ideally more than 3 draws, which means less losses. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. See you next week.